Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe. So this video was inspired by a recent conversation that I was having on Instagram on our RBR boxing page, and made a recent post about Shawn Porter. And if anyone's been watching, if you've seen any of my recent videos regarding Shawn Porter, like, you know how I feel. Like, I like Shawn Porter, I respect him as a fighter, but I'm very disappointed in his recent behavior when it comes to my boy Errol Spence. So I'm talking about this again because apparently Shawn Porter is fighting Adrian Granados this upcoming weekend for the WBC silver title. And the silver title is, like, I went to Wikipedia and I read exactly what the silver title is supposed to be. The silver belt for the WBC is supposed to be an interim title if the champion is not available, that being Keith Thurman. But the silver title can't be elevated to the actual WBC world title if the champion was to vacate. So I saw an interview when Shawn Porter said that he wants to fight the best. No disrespect to Adrian Granados, but he wants to fight the best. And the thing that's pissing me off is because people keep overlooking the obvious. If Keith Thurman is injured and you're fighting for a WBC silver, and Danny Garcia is still number 2 and he's not trying to fight you, why do you fight Adrian Granados in a 10-round fight? It's not even a legit championship fight because it's not 12 rounds. Like, that shit makes no sense to me. I understand, like, okay, you can't fight Jeff Horn because he's completely tied up. He had Manny Pacquiao obligations, and he has Bob Arum is allowing Jeff Horn to get him a fight in his hometown, and then he's tied up with Terrence Crawford next. We got it. But at this point, you say you want to fight the best. If you want to fight the best opponent remaining in your division is Errol Spence Jr. It's not like you're saying you want to fight somebody like Terrence Crawford because he's moving up, whatever. So getting back to the whole Instagram conversation, the guy went on to say that it's no point for Shawn Porter to fight Errol Spence. And I'm like, how? If you want to fight the best, how? Like, it doesn't make sense for him to want to fight this guy. Then he went on to say that, well, Errol Spence is earning $3.5 million and this and that. Like, first thing first, like, I'm tired of people want to be in these fighters' pockets. Like, this shit is irrelevant. You're a fan. You need to be concerned about the best fighting the best. But let's just take the money into consideration. Errol Spence fighting Shawn Porter is a bigger fight than Errol Spence fighting Lamont Peterson. Like, no disrespect to Lamont Peterson. Peterson's my guy. We from the same city. Fine. But Errol Spence versus Porter is definitely a bigger fight. It already has a built-in storyline. Errol Spence fighting Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter's trying to get his old strap back. You know, former IBF champion at 147 versus Lamont Peterson. He vacated his WBA regular. The WBA regular is nothing but a #1 contender spot. So, just based off accomplishments at the welterweight division, Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter is definitely a bigger fight. If anything, Errol Spence would have got paid even more money, if you want to be in their pockets, to fight Shawn Porter than he would have to fight Lamont Peterson. Like, this shit is ridiculous, man. So he went on and said, why would Shawn Porter fight Errol Spence when he's fighting in a title eliminator? And I'm like, what? I'm like, wait. What do you mean, why would Shawn Porter fight Errol Spence when he's fighting Adrian Granados in the WBC title eliminator? You fight Errol Spence because if you fight Errol Spence, you're not fighting in an eliminator anymore. You're fighting in an actual IBF championship fight to get your old belt back. Something that definitely carries more weight in negotiations if you want to fight Keith Thurman. That WBC silver belt doesn't mean shit. So I'm just disappointed in this whole topic. Like, it's bothering me a whole lot. Even on top of that, I'm trying to figure out, this is the week leading up to Shawn Porter's fight. Like, he's having all these media days and all of these workouts, and I see interviews on YouTube I see people on YouTube interviewing Shawn Porter, but no one is bringing up Errol Spence. No one is trying to make sense of this. No one is. Everyone talks about new media and they want to ask the tough questions and they criticize people that's in the mainstream like ESPN and Dan Raphael. They don't know what they're doing. They're fanboys, or they criticize people for asking the fighters question on how much your watch costs and shit like that. But none of these guys are asking Shawn Porter the obvious question. If you want to fight the best, if you say you wanted to fight the best, when Errol Spence didn't have an opponent because he's not fighting for the remainder of 2017, why didn't you take advantage of that? If Shawn Porter's response or the team Porter's response to that question is, oh, we didn't want to fight for the IBF, like, okay, then why didn't you take the Canelo route, beat Errol Spence, don't take the belt, make that belt vacant, don't pay the sanctioning fees, but everyone would know you as the IBF champion in the welterweight division. And anyone to pick up that strap later on, they're just a paper champion. No one's asking Shawn Porter those tough questions. And we all talk about, when it comes to the people on the other side, they don't ask those guys the tough questions. They give them an easy road. They give them a pass. My thing is, I'm gonna criticize people that needs to be criticized. I like Shawn Porter. I like Errol Spence. I like Deontay Wilder. I like all these guys. But if you're doing some sucker shit and you're blatantly ducking and dodging someone in your division, I gotta call you out on it. Especially when there's no politics involved. Like, both of you guys are Hammond fighters. It should be easy to make the fight. You should have just called the guy out as soon as he won the strap and try to get the whole fight negotiated. But until next time, I'm Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.